for joining us. I'm Veronica Brandon Miller, and this is Goodwill, Minnesota's Good News, the show that shares the good that's happening in our community. Sure, continue to watch the regular news, but when you want something good, 9:30 is on Sundays, and we're going to share good news and people who are doing goodwill in our community. But first, I wanted to talk about, besides the fabulous people coming on, we received a letter from Sean from Sarasota who asked us to talk about what we're doing for the environment. And I love this part because, in case you didn't know, Goodwill is the pioneer of the reduce, reuse, recycle movement. Yeah, over 100 years ago, Reverend Edgar Helms, who I talked about a few weeks ago, took clothes that people were going to throw out and had them mended so they could sell them and give people who were unemployed a job. And that still stays true. We keep things out of the landfill. And in fact, this past year, Goodwill kept 39 million pounds out of the landfill. So when you clean out your closets, definitely think of Goodwill, because we're good stewards of your dollars. So if something isn't sellable in the store, we make sure that we, again, continue to keep it out of the landfill, and we'll find that recycler. So that one shoe that you found in your closet, you're like, oh, what am I going to do? Let me give it to Goodwill. That's fine, because we have recyclers who will buy that one shoe from us. So again, when you donate to us, that's money that you are donating to us, and we will be good stewards to make sure that we do get money from it so we can create jobs for those who have barriers to employment or disabilities. So again, keep this in mind. So thank you for asking what we're doing for the environment, because we are doing our part. And also, if you've come to any of the Goodwill stores, we are going as green as possible. So if you'll see in some of our big locations, you can plug in your car, because we encourage that also. Geez, I can go on and on. But anyway, if you want to learn more about what Goodwill is doing for the environment as the pioneer of the Reduce, Reuse, Recycle movement, go to experiencegoodwill.org. And now I would love to introduce our two fabulous guests. First, Sandy Lovner with the Florida Wine Fest and Auction.
Correct.
So is auction new? I always used to say Wine Fest.
Well, we're known as Wine Fest.
Okay.
No, we've had the same name for 25 years.
Oh, wow. So tell me, how did it start and what is it? I know what it is, but maybe they don't.
It's a 4-day event that raises money for disadvantaged children's programs in Sarasota and Manatee counties. And we've given away over $8 million to our local kids.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
But it's a fun event, and you're giving back.
Exactly.
So that's brilliant. How did it start?
Well, it was patterned after the Napa Valley wine auction. And people in Florida like to drink wine. And actually, we're either the second or third largest wine consumer state in the nation because of our climate.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And so we have a lot of people around the world who support us and have bought this wonderful event here to Sarasota, and we're excited.
And it is a fun event. So talk about the days, like what's planned?
Well, in March, we start March 17 and go through the 20th. We have 17 events planned over that 4-day period. Tickets are $25 up to $150. We have tastings, lunches, seminars, an auction, an event on Sunday afternoon on the bay under tents. People come, have a good time. At the same time, they're giving back to local children's charities.
And it is an amazing plan, because this is what people love to do anyhow. And not that I'm knocking, but I was just at the Florida, or Epcot, Disney Epcot Food and Wine Festival. So you're paying a large sum for the ticket, and then each of those little countries you go to, you got to pay for additional money and for this stuff. This, amazing. I mean, like, you don't ask for much, but it goes back into the community.
Exactly.
And you have an awesome time. I know we have some pictures that we're going to be showing you from last year. They can get tickets now, and you're looking for sponsors.
Sponsors, volunteers, just anybody to come and help us. We have one paid employee, and we have over 300 volunteers that make our events run.
Oh, wow. Wow. Do you look for volunteers?
Absolutely. We get a lot of volunteers from our charities, but people in the community that want to help, please give us a call. We're happy to have volunteers.
And last year's Giving Back program, it went to name some of the charities so they can.
So they can, well,
Yeah.
come on our website,
Okay.
but a few of them that we gave to last year were child protection.
Thank you, Child Protection Center, which I'm the vice chair for their board and dear to my heart, so thank you, thank you.
Great.
I was hoping you would mention them.
And feeding empty little tummies.
Who wouldn't, hello, who wouldn't want to help that?
Tiny hands.
Oh, you're killing me.
So I know
Oh, yeah.
we've got a lot of ones that people never heard of, but we're helping those that are falling through the cracks. So if it weren't for our dollars, some of these programs would not exist. And you know Mothers Helping Mothers. We buy
Right.
baby beds.
Exactly. And you know, just this pot of money is helping them to further their mission. So,
Exactly.
you know, 1991, someone was brilliant and said, let's do it here. So they can go on their website or your website.
On our website and get all kinds of information.
Great.
So please contact us.
Yeah, tell us more about it.
Well, our artist for the year is Brendan Crudell. He just created this
I
for
hope
us.
you can see
so that's
this.
Brendan's,
Oh, very
our
nice.
magical mermaid.
Oh, in a wine glass. Is it
Yes, she's in a wine
Look,
glass.
in a wine glass. Okay,
Isn't that
I love
beautiful?
it. So this will be a poster that people can buy?
Our poster, it's going to be our artwork.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
And this is a picture from one of our events last year, Banquet on the Block. We will be repeating this again. It's 200 people at one long table on Lemon. We closed down the street.
Seriously?
The local chefs downtown.
I've
Isn't it
seen
beautiful?
pictures of it through Facebook and everything, but wow. Who's the caterer for that?
Well, there's 5 chefs downtown, and Chef Paul Madison is on our board, and he will be coordinating the chefs. It's
Oh.
brilliant.
Oh, yeah, that is brilliant.
They cook on the street in tents. It's
That'd
amazing.
be a heck
and
of
serve.
a thing to clean up, though. That's all I gotta say. But that is great.
And that's our brochure. We just had created Happy Faces, and if we can send you this, it tells you all about what we do, who we give our money to.
Oh, and that's fabulous. So the money that is raised, then you figure out how much it is and then divvy it up, or
well-
is it always a certain amount?
Never a certain amount and never the same charities. In fact, we've benefited over 84 different charities since 1991.
Wow.
So people apply to us, an organization, through a grant form. It's a one-page form, very easy to fill out. We have a grants committee that reads all the grants requests and makes a recommendation to the board of directors. And
Oh,
then we
wow.
determine how much money we have to give away.
And this one event has provided all that?
All of that, yeah.
But you spend the entire year planning this.
We have one employee,
Wow.
and the rest of us are volunteers. So
So you're the volunteer? Or are you the paid employee?
no, I'm a volunteer and have been for 25 years.
Wow.
So
Wow.
this has become my
Dear,
job.
yeah, exactly. Dear to your heart.
Yes,
So you work with the vineyards to come?
yes. I was just out in California, and we invite them to
I'll
come.
volunteer.
Okay.
Just saying.
It's a good time. They love coming here. They love sharing. They love sharing their passion. They will tell you they are farmers, that they love giving back, and they love benefiting children.
Oh, wow. How many vineyards are coming?
55.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So we're excited, very excited. And we also have an upcoming event. It's called the Wild Truffle Dinner. And Chef Cavelli, who's also on our board, is in Italy right now teaching at a cooking school right outside of Lucca. And he will be getting the truffles that we will be serving November 20th.
November 20th.
Yes? You can go
that
on our
sounds good.
website and buy tickets for that
Oh,
as
good.
well.
I hope people will check this out. And what is the website?
FloridaWinefest.org.
Perfect. It's simple enough.
Right.
So, have you gone to the Wine Fest, Marcia?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I was very honored to, when I was doing my reporting, to interview you many, many
thank you,
times.
Marcia.
And it was great being with Sandy and the group out there. It was marvelous. And you know what? She offers you a glass of wine while you're doing your work. It doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, who wouldn't want to volunteer?
Absolutely.
Oh, but that's fabulous. So it's the dinner, and then the Wine Fest. And what is the difference? The $25 to the $100. What were you? So one is
In March, on Sunday, our event, Van Wazel, under a tent, is $25. You get a souvenir glass and 5 tastes of wine.
Oh,
Not-
great.
Not big, full 5 glasses.
It's
because
tasting.
we can't.
Tasting.
It's tasting. It's,
I know.
It's more
I usually
like a
argue with that guy.
Really?
Really? What taste is it?
I didn't taste enough.
And then it goes to what?
And then we actually start on Thursday night with wine and winemaker dinners. Then on Friday we have a consumer event and a trade event. Friday night is Banquet on the Block. Saturday is the brunch and auction, and then Sunday is the event at Van Wezel. We wrap up on Sunday afternoon.
Oh, wow. What if you want more than 5 tastings?
Buy another ticket.
Okay.
5, yep, 5 for $5.
Oh, there you
For
go. And you can
$25,
buy
yeah.
wine there, right?
You can place an order for wine.
Okay.
And we have one day that we can actually deliver the wine to you.
Oh, see, that's good,
Yeah.
because then you don't get it carried around.
Right.
That's brilliant. Another brilliant idea. Love it. What else do you want to talk about?
Well, we welcome support, sponsorship, volunteers, and attendance. And it's our 26th year, and we'd love to have people come and join us.
Do you need auction items?
We need auction items. We need everything.
Okay, and is this on your website?
Yeah, everything's on our website.
The wish list and looking for
Yeah.
volunteers, looking for auction items. If you're looking for tickets, if you have family coming in from out of town, tell them about this, because they'll be like, yeah, get tickets. This is fabulous.
We can sell you a gift card for a birthday present or a Christmas
Ooh.
present.
Ooh.
We do that as well.
Another great
Yeah,
idea.
that's a good one.
And again, it's a great event helping great missions. So
It's
thank
all
you.
good.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope we'll show you some of the pictures that they shared with us, because it looks amazing, especially this long dinner. Wow, wow. So now I would love to introduce another great organization. Marcia is here with, now I'm going to ruin your last name.
It's
Panucci. I got it
Panucci.
right? Okay.
Coochie?
Cucci Panucci.
Coochie.
Let me introduce you to Marcia Panucci from Dante's Den.
That's right.
So how did Dante's Den come about?
Dante's Den came about because my husband and I, being entrepreneurs and I always being in the media, were doing an extensive amount of traveling in our lives. He was the forever optimist. Every time we got on the plane, I said, Don, what is going to happen if something happens to us? Because we always had male dogs. So what's going to happen to our boys? Nothing is going to happen. Well, it didn't for a long time, until 4 years ago when my husband did pass away. And there I was, left with these beautiful souls, my pups, and I thought, I'm now alone. And now I have to think about what's going to happen to them. And then I sat back and said, there has to be other people that are thinking the same way that I am. What happens to my dogs if something happens to me? And that's how Dante's Den got born. So our mission is, it's a broad mission. It is to take care of dogs when their owners can no longer take care of them for any reason. Sometimes a medical reason prohibits you from even being able to lift your dog and get it out in the morning. We also have a Semper Paw program where the military can bring their dogs, when they're on deployment, they bring their dogs to us. We take care of the dogs during their term of employment, and then when they come back, they have their friend. There's no reason in the world why when they're protecting us that they have to give up their best friend. So we have solved that problem for them. Yeah. And then, of course, you know, we do have dogs for adoption, and they are happy, healthy dogs. So we're doing our best for our four-legged friends.
Dante, was that your husband's name?
Well, my husband's name was Don, and so Dante was our standard schnauzer. He was a little PhD in fur, and I watched him during the time that my husband was ill. My husband contracted pancreatic cancer, and as we know, as the cancers go, that's a pretty fast and terrible one. And I watched Dante through the whole process. He was actually my soulmate, but he took care of Dad, and he took care of his two little brothers, and so on. After my husband passed away, one of his brothers passed away, and then Dante at 5 years, 3 months after my husband passed away. So because of the extraordinary dog that he was, the extraordinary gifts that he gave us from his heart, it just seemed fitting to give him Dante's Den. And so that's why Dante is spelled D-O-N-T-E.
That is great. And I know exactly what you mean. My firstborn, Napoleon, he passed away a year and a half ago. And, you know, anytime my husband and I talk, like if we win the lottery, we're going to start the Napoleon Foundation. I have
Yeah.
other dogs, but
Sure.
he was my soulmate, so I totally get it.
I've had 12 schnauzers in my life. You can tell that they're very near and dear to me. But I've had a number of other dogs in my life. There's probably been 30 dogs in my entire life. Now I have more. And you must come out and see us.
Oh, it's a fabulous facility.
And Sandy, you are always welcome. And one of the main things about Dante's Den is we are totally stressless. There are no cages. The dogs
Yeah.
live in 8 by 10 rooms. They're air conditioned. In some cases, they have television screens and piped in music. And some of them like Bach and Beethoven, and others like AC/DC. So
Yeah,
we do whatever they want. Yeah. And we have a marvelous pool that we built
I know.
for
I
them.
hope we can show you pictures. I know I sent
We
them
have
in.
a picture right here. I don't know if you
but
can tune into
they'll
that.
be putting it up on the screen here
Yeah.
soon, too. If for some reason they can't find it, I would love to show you. It's the shape of a dog bone.
Yes, it is. It is.
And it is. The whole place screams like, oh my God, this is heaven for dogs.
Yes, it's built on 50 acres. It's beautiful, pristine Florida countryside. In fact, I'm a transplant. I came from the Chicago area, but my
Here's some happy dogs.
oh
yes.
there they go.
Oh, yeah.
Those happen to be sisters right there.
Oh, really?
Maya and Malou. And the amazing thing is, since we've opened on July 8th to the public. And to date, for adoption, we have taken in 45 dogs for adoption. And out of those 45 dogs, over 35 of them we have saved from being euthanized in other areas. Literally, they're dragging the dogs to be euthanized, and we have a representative there that gets those dogs out of that line. And you know what? They are the most beautiful souls. They make the most wonderful pets. And the other interesting thing is that we love when people come to adopt, it's like BOGO. They'll start out by saying, we're coming here for the tour.
Just the one.
And now we're going to take one. That's it. And by the time they leave, there's a second one going, and we're checking the purse to make sure that the third one's not in the purse. It's wonderful. It's a great, happy business.
And what I love, and when you told me about the veterans, because I know we have a veterans program, and we get the calls, this is before I met you, they said, what do I do with my dog? Like, I don't want to give it up.
Right.
And they've exhausted their friends and families, and so that alone is so generous and amazing.
What is very interesting, I might share a quick little story with you. We have about 6 dogs that the soldiers are on deployment. Our program is called Semper Paw.
Oh,
and
how cute.
One of the dogs, the family visits quite regularly, and they have become just astounded. First of all, the dog gained a little weight, which they were happy about.
Right.
But the dog comes up to them, gives them a quick kiss, ha ha, I'm here, love you, bye, and off they go with their friends to play in the pool, to play with their other buddies. The best comments we get are from the family. Our dogs never looked happier, our dogs never looked better. Then we know we're doing the job, and we love them. We love every one of them.
Oh, but that is so wonderful. How are you funded?
We are funded by private donors, private supporters, and we need more.
Okay. This is what I want you to tell everybody.
Yes, we certainly need more people that will believe in the programs that we do. Of course, we have the Semper Paw, we have the adoption, we have the Forever Trust, and that's another program that's very, very interesting because, again, it was developed out of the fact that what happens to you if something happens to me. But a lot of people have not prepared for that. They have not even prepared for their own exit, and let alone their dogs. And so we do get dogs that have no funding, but they're going to come and spend their lives with us. So we need help in that regard. So yes, we need more private donors, but we don't want to tell you about it. We want you to come out and have a tour and just have the wonderful joy that we have, and you'll be hooked. You'll be hooked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And your website?
Our website is dantesden.org, and of course it's DONTE. Dante's Den.
Yes. I think we put on the website earlier, but yeah, I hope everyone's ran to get their pen.
I hope so.
DantesDen.org, and you can find out about what's happening. And you do, let's see, we're talking, and I think it's going to be Friday, October 30th, at the Goodwill campus on 301 from 3 to no,
Whatever you want it. Whatever you want, Veronica.
Experience Goodwill.org to find out the time. But it was 1:30 to 3:30 on October 30th. It's going to be a family-friendly and pet-friendly Halloween get-together. And we are giving prizes out for your best dog costumes.
Right.
So
right.
that I know that you went to Goodwill to get. But again, we're encouraging you to do that. And also, there's tickets to the Top Dog SRQ, which is coming up.
That's right, on October 10th, and we are honored to have you as a judge. And just so that you know, so that you get practice for October 30th, we are allowing you to judge the best dress category. Oh, so she is really going to be in it. But we have a lot of fun with Top Dog. It's a family night. You don't have to have a babysitter, and you don't have to have a puppy sitter. You bring the puppies, you bring the children. Mm-hmm. We have great food, but it's a Westminster type show, but a spoof. So you come, and your dog can participate in as many categories as he wishes. So it can be best dressed, best hair, best kiss. Oh, that's a good one. Aww. People cheat on that one. I know what they do.
They put peanut butter on their face, is that it?
Yeah. And I do believe that somebody said they put hormone cream on their lips last year, but they didn't win, but they were close. They were close.
Who would do that? I don't know.
But, and best fetch and catch, and the funniest trick. And we have celebrity judges for all of that. And
do you want to name some of the judges?
Well,
myself, which
yes,
I'm very
absolutely.
thrilled to be.
We have Susan Atwell, one of our
great.
commissioners. We have Haley Wilkes, who is an anchor in town.
And a Goodwill ambassador?
Absolutely, she is. We have Joey Panic,
who is also a Goodwill ambassador.
Yes, and he's bringing Lulu, and we hear that Lulu is going to compete in something. Oh. And Phil King.
Excellent.
Will be
Former,
that. And
Glass and Show and Bond.
Right, and the Walter family, because their dog, Buck, won last year, so they get
Janet is fabulous.
Right.
Goodwill ambassador.
And so they get to give the trophy. And the trophy, by the way, is 4
huge.
foot high.
Okay,
so they go home with a huge trophy. But the winners in the categories get beautiful ribbons, and it's just a fun evening.
And for tickets, it's topdogsrq.org. So that's coming up. So definitely get your tickets. And I'm going to bring my two dogs, Duke Wellington and Duchess Alexandria. But they're a bit of a snob because I was even trying to do the fetch, and I'm like, they go, and then they lose interest, and then follow somewhere else. I'm like, okay, maybe best dress. I put something on Duke, and he plays dead. Like, get it off me. Get it off me. So I'm just bringing them there for support.
We know that in our first year, we're in our third year now, but in our first year, somebody actually had a costume designed in Paris.
For their dog?
For their dog. For their dog. And they had it flown over.
Wow.
Amazing. They take it very seriously.
Oh, I can't.
But
and
we
I'm
have a
going to
lot
be
of
doing
fun.
the best dress?
You're doing best dress, yes.
Oh, that's great. And if you are bringing your dog, I'm going to give you extra kudos if you bought the costume at Goodwill. Just saying.
That's right. You might want to tell the judge before you participate.
Yeah.
Goodwill
Slip it
bought.
in. Yeah. But again, thank you for everything you're doing. And I encourage everyone to go to the website, DantesDen.org, to find out how you can support, especially these men and women and taking care of their dogs, or those who want to make sure that their dogs are left to a caring society, which Dante's Den is. And come out for a tour.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
We'd love to see everybody.
Oh, yeah. Fabulous, fabulous. And now I'm going to talk about Halloween. And I hope you guys are going to share with me what you're going to do for Halloween, because you're going to Goodwill to get your costumes.
That's right.
But this past week, we had some fabulous people come in, our Goodwill ambassadors, and each week, and I know we're going to put up the schedule here, we have professional costumier, however you say it, people who can help you figure out a costume are going to be here on every day, but dressed up on Saturdays from 10 to 11. And in fact, this week we have a vampire, a real vampire who's going to be at real vampire, at every store to help you pick out your vampire or steampunk outfit. How cool is that? So you come in and you want your one-of-a-kind outfit. We have books to tell you exactly what to look for to make it your own. But also we have specialists. Oh, and actually Lindsay Nickel, who you'll see, she's, I guess, was it Snow White? She's Snow White in this picture. She's with Nickel Communication. All of those girls, every one of those outfits, this was from our event the other week, is from Goodwill. Tell me that's not fabulous. Looking at those outfits, they pieced it together. So Red Riding Hood, you name it. You come in and you go, I want one of a kind. What can you do? We'll walk you through it and say, here, you know, blue's your favorite color. We're going to put together a blue princess. That happened recently. Also, we have coming up in the next few weeks, if you want to be a policeman, fireman, doctor, nurse, but you don't want that standard, you know, costume that everyone's going to have, or the little skimpy ones, and you want something size appropriate, definitely come to Goodwill and we can put it together for you. Because think, every time you go to Goodwill, it's amazing things. Because you're donating, think about what you're donating, and other people are donating just as cool items. So we'll put it together. And then the last week, we're going to put together the pirates and gypsies. So yeah, there's going to be pirates and gypsies at our store. Real, I have to say this, I'm sorry. Real pirates are, and if you want your costume. But think about coming to Goodwill too. Don't forget, for your dog Halloween costume for our Halloween party. Again, experiencegoodwill.org, and you can find out when the party's going to happen, and we're sharing Dante's Den information on our website and the Wine Fest. So please keep watching every. Oh, here's another easy outfit. I know I have 1 second, but I got to show you. Just a denim shirt and a red bandana, and you're Rosie the Riveter. How easy is that? How easy. That was it cost me $5 for that outfit. I loved it. So anyway, thank you for being with us. Join us next Sunday for Goodwill, Minnesota's Good News, and we'll share more good news. Have a great week.